Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Andrew.
This is the first appointment of Watches and Wonders 2024, and there is no more dramatic a place to start than the Jaeger booth, because every year you bring some sort of elementary, essential fire, earth, wind.
You're right. Last year we had a waterfall celebrating golden ratio, and this year it's the fire of the blacksmiths, coming back to the origin of Jaeger-LeCoultre and the Valet de Joux.
And it's more than just a concept. We just had the fire. There's literally sparks coming out of this forge in the middle of the booth. So it is a proper sensual experience. Why do you invest so much money in this experience for people?
Well, you know, the Maison has always been in a mission to explain and to share our passion and what we do. Watchmaking is fascinating and also quite complex. The history of Jaeger-LeCoultre is very rich. So there is no better than demonstration, education, classes, experiences, and trying and seeing live what the story and the craftsmanship is about to understand it.
Awesome. So in this video, we are going to take you through a little bit of that history, and we're going to get into the theme of this year for Jaeger, which is a return to, if I can say it, this is a flex for JLC this year. We're back to complications. We're back to crazy triple axis tourbillons.
Indeed.
And we're marrying that up with something very simple and very elementary, which is this concept of returning to the forge.
Yes.
So we'll tell a little bit of history, but then we'll get to the watches very soon.
Okay.
So Catherine, tell me, what does fire and a forge have to do with the central story of Jaeger-LeCoultre?
Well, the Valet de Joux was born from a mastery of metal, and the LeCoultre family was initially a blacksmith, emigrating to Le Sentier in the 17th century and becoming a watchmaker. So we really wanted to go back over 200 years ago and celebrate this origin of precision and what has shaped not only Jaeger-LeCoultre's passion for watchmaking, but also the deep knowledge of the Valet de Joux in watchmaking precision.
We're going back in time. You're cutting metal so finely with no technology. It blows the mind, doesn't it?
Yes, and really, Antoine LeCoultre was an inventor before being a watchmaker. He really wanted the precision to be at the essence of the pinion cutting, and he transformed the watchmaking industry by enabling, with the pinion cutting machine, the reproduction of extremely precise pinion, which are essential components of the watch.
We can't tease people anymore. Let's show them the hero watch, a Helio Turbon. What the Helio is a Helio Turbon, Catherine?
The Helio Tourbillon is the latest expression of the tourbillon. The Maison was the pioneer in the multi-axis tourbillon to even go further against gravity. And the Helio is a three-axis tourbillon, really demonstrating, on top of fighting gravity, demonstrating this fantastic movement, the heartbeat of the watch. So you have here the latest innovation and patented gravity tourbillon fight with this piece.
This is described as like a spinning top because it spins this way, but it also spins...
It has three axes.
Yes.
So it spins this way, and that way. And you know, you have really, with these three axes, a coverage of a sphere, a spherical movement that is at about 70%. And this is how the tourbillon fights any position your watch can be into, and the gravity that will deform the hairspring. The hairspring will be fighting against gravity and thus the precision of the watch.
Beautiful. Now, there's also a little optical illusion that this watch has literally up your sleeve if you have it on, which is the way that the dial tends to look like there is no glass on top of it.
Yes.
There's been a big change to the case and dial.
The case and the design of the timepiece is done and inspired by the pocket watch from the late 19th century. And in fact, it's called a savonnette in French, which is the shape of a small soap.
We shouldn't be concerned that this is smoking.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, good.
We're under control. And it really is this very smooth, very rounded shape where the case of the watch continuously goes into the glass and really opens up the dial in a very modern but yet tribute to the traditional pocket watches of the time. A brand new case, highly complex, just to highlight these fantastic timepieces even further.
So I've got a very simple question. Why are we back to complications? We've had years where we've launched new collections. We've had, you know, the Polaris year. We've had many new watch concepts to give to people in terms of actual collections. But this is really focusing on the what is it?
Yeah,
the skill?
well, complications have been always, you know, within our portfolio, and every year, you know, the Maison last year was a Reverso Tourbillon. We have, you know, a permanent ongoing innovation and complication mastery at the manufacturer. This year we're highlighting duometer. We're celebrating an innovation from 2007, totally retransformed, and we felt it was the best tribute to precision, because in addition to this Helio Tourbillon we discussed, this watch has 2 gear trains and 2 barrels in order to give double energy, one to tell time and one to actually activate the complications. This is the ultimate precision, where the energy is split in order to never go against the precision of time. So that patented specificity was something we really wanted to bring back up front for Jaeger-LeCoultre.
That seems a really good segue into this part of the exhibition here.
Let's go.
Where, look, because the watchmaker's watchmaker, it's a pretty big call.
Well, I have...
Because it's written here on the wall. It's even trademarked now.
Yes,
That's how
you're right.
official this is.
Yes, and definitely we are every year proving how we express it. I mean, the watchmaker of watchmaker, it means, of course, a long heritage, 190 years of excellence, of manufacturing. But it's also patents and innovation. It's also the number of calibers and the ingenuity always in creating new expression in watchmaking, like the Helio Tourbillon this year. And it's a mastery of crafts, all under the one roof of our manufacturer. So you see how the watchmaker of watchmaker encompass everything that we have put in creating, innovating this year duometer expressions.
Wow, yes. Well, look, we have watches everywhere in this booth, and there's always a wealth of like behind the scenes and right down into components of the watch. What's so special about hairsprings, and why do you have someone here just, what are they, bending hairsprings? What are they doing here?
Shaping them.
Sorry, shaping hairsprings. Can we find out why that matters?
Yes, we made a selection this year of demonstrating
Let's walk over and see this person.
Craftsmanship that are very unique to Jaeger-LeCoultre. And we wanted to have this year the ones that were very special and rarely seen in making the precision of the watch. And I think you selected the best example, which is the shaping of the hairspring. There is one person.
Is this happening now?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Who is able to shape the hairspring, and that's really the heartbeat of the watch. And to make this hairspring fit perfectly with the requirement of the timepiece in order to contract and extend permanently with the utmost precision. This is ultimately the heart of the timepiece and how the timepiece will be able to express its precision at its best. She's linking the hairspring together with the balance wheel. So by hand, and you can see here, of course, with the loop, but the reality is impressively small.
Have you ever tried to do this?
There is one person in the manufacturer who is able to do this.
There's one person. So what happens when this wonderful woman gets sick
So
or takes
she's
a holiday?
training another one for years. So we're getting there.
Can I see how steady your hands are?
This is done in-house. We are indeed one of the few manufacturers to be able to master, and this is the heart of the watch and really a center element for the precision.
We've started a new channel at Time+Tide called Time+Tide Tribe.
tribe.
And I want you to speak directly to, as if you are the Madam President of the tribe of Jaeger owners.
Okay.
They're very passionate.
Okay.
They're very protective of the brand. Would you have, very spontaneously, anything to say to the tribe of Jaeger owners?
So to the tribe of Jaeger-LeCoultre owners, first of all, thank you for your passion for our maison. I look forward to hearing from you, hopefully meeting you, and even better, welcoming you in Watches and Wonders or in our manufacture anytime. So please join us, continue to love us and talk about us. Thank you so much.
Look, there's a terrible saying that the heart of a man is his stomach.
Yes.
So,
we always end our tour in a very positive way, and this year will be the exact same because we have this precision atelier.
Why? Why do we do this? I mean, I love it because it means that I get to have something delicious at the end of our meeting. But why do you?
Is to touch a lot of emotion and sensation of our visitors because we really want them to dive into our universe. And precision is, of course, in watches, but it's also in a culinary expression. And the chef we are working with this year, our new maker in our Made of Maker program, comes from India. He's been to the Vallée de Joux, and he has made 4 bites inspired by precision, inspired by nature in the valley and his Indian roots. And when you see his gesture, you find the same delicacy, the same attention to details. Let me introduce you to our chef Himanshu.
Hello, how are you?
We call this one Mysterious Forest, and we want to incorporate the ingredients, the vibe of the Valley de Joux. So it's like a forest full of the mysteriousness of the mushrooms, so a lot of umami flavors. And then on the side we have a broth. It's a hot broth made out of mushrooms again and asparagus.
Amazing.
So.
Thank you, chef.
The
Amazing.
smoke. It's got a little bit of that Indian spice and curry.
Indeed. India in the valley.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrew. So good to see you.
I've been fed, I've been watered, and my brain is on fire because this woman is incredible. Thank you for watching Time+Tide, and I hope you enjoy learning about these novelties as much as I did today. See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Andrew.